The teams are ready to start. It seems like the refs didn't get the scoreboard quite right. Wow, they're both really fast. But number 1 from Idroscalo manages to get the ball and right off to number 3 to number 11, and he shoots, and it's a corner for Idroscalo.
And Groningen just won the ball. It was number 2, Ricardo. And they tried to play the fast break, but Idroscalo was pretty awake. So they managed to block their fast break. And we have the first shot from Groningen, but it was blocked. And for me it looked like a corner. Also the player was complaining for a corner, but yeah, now the referee decided that it's really a corner. May you introduce the team of Idroscalo to our...
Yes, so Idroscalo was 4th at the Italian Cup 2019 and 5th at the Italian Championship. With the West, number 1 it plays Ruggero Di Maria. With West number 3 it's Fabio Casalli. Number 4 is Tommaso Ricciardi. Number 14 is Francesco Gabriele. Number 11 Eduardo Di Maria, so the brother of Ruggero. With number 8 Daniele Gaggero, and with number 9 Samuele Venice, and with the number 10 Sebastiano Busalovo.
And on the other side we have Groningen from the Netherlands, with the number 1 the Rick van Rooij, number 2 Ricardo Wright, number 3 is the Belgian guy, everyone knows it as Sander. Sorry Sander, but your last name is too complicated. And number 4 is Yuri Harder. Then we have with number 5 Stefan Wright. It's number 6 the other Belgian guy Bert Fleming. And with the number 7 the Urian Holograph.
Seems that the game has recommenced and Groningen is on the attack.
And I think for Urian it's a pretty interesting game because I don't know if he still is, so he's not on the water. We can maybe once you can spot him on the side because he is the coach of the Idroscalo team. He's also a lot of the time in the year he's in Milan. Because as I know, his girlfriend is from there, and so he lives there. And it was a shot taken by Bert, but it was too high, so it's a chance for Idroscalo to attack and score the first goal of this game. And now the pass to Ruggero, but
he
he
loses
just
the ball to Groningen, number 5, and Groningen is on the fast break. Number 4 is alone on the goal. Number 3 also is free to pass, and
the first goal.
From number
Zurich
4.
just smashed the ball in a one-on-one situation into the goal, and he managed to pass Daniele's paddle.
So now it's 1-0 for Groningen. And the answer from Idroscalo doesn't let us wait for long. It's 1-1 between Idroscalo and Groningen.
And on the side we have the referees from VSF Liblar. And so far they did a pretty okay job. So there was no discussion about their decision. And we have another attack from Groningen after this equalizer from Idroscalo. The Groningen guy, they set 3 players up in the back pretty wide and play the ball around and then just try to carry the ball in. But the Idroscalo guy, looks like they manage it pretty well. And Sander, the Belgian national team player, just play a shit ball. And
It's a foul for Groningen. They have the ball back and can attack once more.
And Felix, aka Schmidi, decided that there was a foul from Idroscalo. This gave the chance to attack again, but number 1, Rick, already lost the ball again. So it's up to Idroscalo to go for the attack. And we have the Idroscalo guy. They just play with 1 center, but they carried the ball inside. And another goal from Ruckero. It's his 2nd goal of the game. That's maybe also why he's the captain, because he takes the responsibility for the team and scored the goals. So Idroscalo is leading 2-1. But still 15 minutes to go.
Another pass outside and shot from outside. And number 1 manages to get the ball in his hands almost, but it's foul from Groningen, and Idroscalo is on the fast break.
And
pass to number 4
to
and shot goal for Idroscalo. It stands 3-1 for Idroscalo.
And this was a pretty nice played fast break and succeeded by Tommaso.
And for the foul from before, Groningen's number 6 receives a green card.
This is interesting because the foul did the number 1 after his shot, the paddle foul. Maybe he got a card for complaining.
I think it was because he tried to get the ball with his paddle.
Yeah, this was number 1.
Ah, okay. So.
Oh, and number 3 again nearly loses the ball. And a nice pass from number 4 back to Rick. And the referee decided that the ball was behind the goal line, so it's a corner. Also a reset, is that right? Was it a shot? I never saw
see
one.
it, but it seems like the ref was quite sure about it.
No. So it looks a bit that Groningen takes their time to let the guys work inside the center. And then they attack, they drive in from outside, but now they lose the ball again. And they're already, the Idroscalo guys going through. What a bad passing, and Ricardo just won the ball back. But he made a foul, and so Idroscalo is still in possession.
So even though Idroscalo is leading, I think they actually had quite a few fast breaks. So it surprises me that they don't have more goals.
Yeah, and again Idroscalo tries to play with 1 center. now they send from behind the defense a second guy in, and we see a really nice work from number 8, from Daniele. And his work,
what
he
a
just
shot.
confuses the defense. So number 9, Samuele, could just score another goal for Idroscalo. So they're leading 4-1. Now another 2 minutes to go in this first half. Will Groningen score another goal?
What
This
pass.
would be pretty important to score another goal before half time. Looks like they stay on their man. Yeah, it seems like it was a good idea because they just won the ball back. And there's still a bit more than 1 minute to go. Oh, a nice paddle catch from number 6. And now we have Sander on the side, and he takes a shot, but the shot was blocked and he smashed it in back to the center, and another corner for Groningen. 20 seconds to go. And now we'll see one last shot, but it was a bit too complicated for Groningen, and so Bert has to take a let it call not the best shot, and now we have half time. We'll be back in a couple of minutes.
And the game
now
just started again. And again, number 1, Rogero Di Maria catches the ball.
and Idroscalo is still in the attack.
They seem to take it a bit slower than in the first half. Because they can take it slower. They are 3 goals.
Oh, another shot. They hit the bar,
4
so
goals in that one.
it was not possible for Groningen to just block the ball. So it's just a goal line throw, and Groningen is again in the attack. So now we're looking forward to see a reaction from Groningen.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Almost manages to catch the ball, but
Oh, this was lucky that Sander just hit that bar.
yeah.
And now Groningen set up their defense again. But if they want to go in the upper round, they have to win this game. So we'll see what the next minute will bring. I think maybe Groningen will stay 5.
Central pass was blocked by number 1 from Groningen. And it's only 13 seconds on the shot clock that are left. pass inside, and another pass and shot from number 11, but the keeper of Groningen manages.
This
to-
was really well played. They just passed the ball around till there were only 2 seconds left on the shot clock, and they managed it to have a nearly one-on-one situation against the goalkeeper. That's how it should be played. And now we see that Idroscalo changed a bit their tactic. They just send in now 2 guys. One is trying to block the guy from outside
Another shot.
on the post, and the other one is just laying a bit in front of the center. And Idroscalo is playing that
Lucky
pretty
save.
clever. They just play their time down, and in the end then they just try to take a shot. But now another goal from Idroscalo. It was really well played. He just played the ball inside the center, and Fabio just scored that goal. So it's 5-1.
Groningen tries to go through from one side, and it's a foul for Groningen.
It was a foul from Daniele, aka Özil. But the typical Italian style, they complaining instead of defending. And now Groningen has another corner. And Bert is driving in, playing the ball out.
Oh,
And another paddle foul, and Ricardo now turns his boat. And that's a pretty good situation. Right in front of the goal with the ball, a free shot. But he plays the ball out to Bert. Bert, he shoots and he smashed the ball into the goal. So they may be back in business, but still 2-5 behind Idroscalo.
So Groningen decided to go 5 out. The pass forward to number 9, number 6 from Groningen, tries to push as hard as he can. Seems the situation is cleared. Oh, the pass to number 3.
And it was a foul there. So not a new 60 for Idroscalo. Yeah. And they play the ball back out. And it seems that the Groningen guy, they don't stay too close. And the Idroscalo guys, they don't have any hurry to bring the ball in front of the goal, but now they have it. He's driving them out.
And what do we see there?
We see nothing. Still 15 seconds to go. And another goal. A typical Italian double-handed goal.
What did the ref show us like? I've never seen that sign before.
Oh, that's maybe a typical Liebler sign. They invented a new one. So, an interesting questions to our spectators. Does anyone knows? Idroscalo is this park there in Milano where they organized a pretty nice world championship in 2010. That was before your times, eh, Domi?
Right.
Does anyone knows why this lake was built? That's a pretty interesting question. So, if you know it, just write it in the commentary. And I'm wondering who is the first who knows it. And Idroscalo just won the ball. And they just play the ball, a high ball back in front of the goal. And now it looks like they have space to play the ball up the field.
Number 1.
And
Oh, that's a false pass. Don't know where number 14 tried to put the ball, but now it's in the hands of Groningen, and
it got
they
saved.
only managed to get the corner out of it. Oh, the pass to number 2, and
A really nice goal
go.
from Ricardo. And so it's 6-3. And we see Urian on the side. He's got a bit angry. The coach. And Idroscalo still plays 5 out. And another pass. Ooh, and another Italian double-handed goal. The same like we saw a few minutes ago.
Seems like this game is already decided. 4 goals in 1 minute is quite a feat to do.
Yeah, I think, to be honest, it's over. It looks like it's a win for Idroscalo. So Groningen, they may play in the lower round, but we'll see how they play against the others. Oh, and a paddle trick from Ricardo. Gave the ball back to Bert,
It's
but
no goal again.
but the referee
Because
from
of-
Liblar decides that it's a goalkeeper foul. But for me, it looked also a bit like the defenders were just lying there and holding up their paddles. So definitely, from this point of view, no goalkeeper
Oh, and number
foul.
1, the 2 number 1s. Number 1 gets
Oh, and number
away,
1
and
is
it's
away, but it's a shit pass.
and
he-
against score.
Oh, and he
number
got
9.
saved. That double save from Rick and Sander. Well done. Goed gemacht. And 5 seconds to go.
Oh, what a pass! And he takes the shot.
But he hits
against the
again.
bar. So the game ends with 7 for Idroscalo and 3 for
Groningen. And the next game is Switzerland B against
Deventer.
the Deventer guys. So, see you in a couple minutes.